Hello, good morning, and once again, we are going to talk this morning again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. We are going to have a conversation today about several things. New subscribers, you are highly welcome to this vlog. And old subscriber, thank you for staying on with us. I really appreciate you, and I'm very, very glad that you always follow us. I'm very, very happy for your tremendous support. I do appreciate. Thank you very much. Returning subscribers, thank you for returning to this great family. You are highly welcome. Today is a little bit cold and windy, but not too cold. This is the UK weather. It's not that quite bright, but we are soldiering on. What a beautiful day the Lord has made, and we rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you very much. I hope that everything is working fine for you. We are going to discuss several things based on what the people have been longing for, and what they are longing for at the moment in Nigeria, in Anambra State, in Igbo land, is basically how the whole place will be turned into a livable and prosperous homeland for the people of Igbos and the people of Nigeria. And we are going to discuss on that. And I do believe that you will join me and bring your own suggestions on how things can be improved and bettered off for the people and the homeland. Thank you very much once again. I did appreciate. And we're discussing this. This is almost. This is on. This video is just today being 10th of December, and December, you know, there are always a mass return to many places, but more especially the Igbo land. And for those that don't know Igbo land is in Nigeria, part of spread to most of the Nigeria there, but their main homeland is in the southern Nigeria. You have in the east and partly the other side, and it's been like that for hundreds of generations or thousands of generations. And the Igbos are known for their tenacity and industry and innovation. They were called the Jews of Africa because of their ability to withstand difficult terrains and difficult situations and turning it to their advantage. And they tend to do very well in most of aspects of life. You see them, and they actually, some people will say that they do generate money out of nothing. That wherever you don't find an Igbo man, don't go there. So that's what it means. That's the saying of a lot of people, those that are not actually Igbos. But I'm here to discuss about the opportunities in that can be exploited by government. I'm going to use Anambra State as an example. That this Christmas, the Yuletide, because many people are coming home, and a lot of people coming from diaspora and others coming from different parts of Nigeria, and a lot of these people have a lot of resources to spend. But what can government do to exploit that in order to develop the homeland? So we are going to focus on what is the key economic things and the economic development sectors that are basically lacking in the Igbo heartland that can be resolved by by people getting into investing in the homeland. So I think I would say most of the sectors are looking for investment. Most of the sectors are lacking investment. The social sectors, economic sector, educational sectors, health sectors, infrastructure, a lot of things. Everywhere virtually, agriculture, agro businesses, a lot of things that need to be looked into or looked at. So that's why I will actually focus on the one that need to be done urgently. And if you have any opinion, you can share it on the comment section. You can suggest also your own, because your own suggestion is also valued, is valuable. This is me. Walking is very cold, but not too cold compared to a few days ago when we get up to -2 or something. So that's me. So let's continue on our discussion. Because this discussion is very critical for us. Let's continue on our discussion. So if you look at Anambra State, first of all, I don't know what we can call this topic, investing in Igbo land. What the government need to do now during this Christmas or during this time. Part 1. I think this is the part 1. We are going to discuss about the part 1, and we in several other series we will talk more on other things. And basically, so if you look at Anambra State has around 170 something towns or 180 something towns. Let's use a figure of 180 towns. Anambra State is in southeast of Nigeria, West Africa. So this Christmas, millions of Anambra people will actually come back from different parts of the world, from different parts of Nigeria, and there will be discussions on how to change the homeland. There are a lot of meetings, there are a lot of discussions of issue regarding security, regarding to land issues, a lot of other things. So people will be discussing, and there are a lot of things that will be on the pipeline. They will be discussing about how to improve their homelands, villages. They will be discussing about it, and many of those discussions will focus on improving the status of those towns and villages. So that's it's becoming a bit dark now. I'm trying to brighten things up, but it's still not. But let's continue. Sorry about that. It's becoming a bit dark. The weather is suddenly changing. So now These 180 towns, remember we are using 180 towns in Anambra State. So what can be done, because considering that there are a lot of issue with unemployment, trying to bring employment or attract some of those investments or money, new money that our people are investing in other places into the homeland in order to reduce the unemployment and to make the land a destination, not a departure launch. You know, if you go to the airport, people are using the airport to go to another land or to go to another place. So for long it has been so that every time most of the people are departing, going to other cities from Igbo land, millions, and leaving few at the homeland. But according to Governor Soludo, he is talking about making Anambra State an Igbo land, a livable and prosperous area, and a destination instead of a departure launch. So I quite agree with him on that idea, but it's not just saying it, but it should be something like having a revolution mindset, and as I normally said, with a timeline where you don't need to delay. Like a revolutionist, you have the passion to deliver as soon as possible, and not thinking like a politician, but a revolutionist who has something to accomplish and trying to do it, to change the narrative as soon as possible with a timeline. So not looking like a politician that is looking for the next election cycle. That's very, very important, because if you are to change the narrative, it should be like a revolution. It should be like it should be done like bringing total change, and this people can see it, people can smell it. I know there are short-term ones, there are long-term ones. So now I will be discussing one of the ideas that can also help out. So in this 180 towns, I will be suggesting about providing space for businesses, or you call it business park. In all these communities, a space should be provided, a new place that will accommodate between 20 to 200 space that will be built, that should be a business park or business spaces or a business district, whereby the towns, in conjunction with the government, will provide the land for it. So some of the communities that have more land can stretch it to 1,000, a new place, but the lowest should be between 30 business space, and the highest should be 1,000. So, but we are going to work with 30 and 30. So we are going to work with the lowest figure of 30. Business space, business park, provided in the area, in those villages. So they should provide a business park, and that business park should have spaces where it should be fenced, that businesses should be established there. But the landscaping should be done by the community, and the government should also give them some money, and they should in the case do this landscaping, and in some cases build some prototype of that 2 or 3 prototype of that business space model, and so that the investors will extend it. It's similar to this building here now. This building, you see, it has a lot of space. It has a lot of space. So now that business park, depending on the model, can be for where a lot of businesses will be sited. A lot of businesses will be sited. So those businesses will be new businesses that will be attracted. So in the case of areas that have advantage in agriculture, it should be business park for agriculture, like where they will have like greenhouses. They will have like greenhouses. They will have green space, like where they have this one will have like a space for 1,000 greenhouses for production of vegetables and other fruits or soft fruits or crops. So it can be established, and the processing of those things can be also be installed. So some of them can be where they will put something like they will have animal husbandry spaces that should be where they will be producing like 1,000. It can be 1,000 space for animal husbandry. So people will have their space to be producing different animals, like snail farming, like grass cutters, rabbits, guinea fowls, poultry, and many of them. So, and aquatic animals or creatures like fishes. So in the case of area that has water, enough water, although the water will be dug there, but those areas that have area with rivers and streams, so something like new fish ponds should be dug, something that can be between 200 or 1,000 fish ponds that can each accommodating like 1,000 fishes. So these and when they do these things, they can also have space for the processing of these spaces for processing of these fishes, and others. So some areas will be where they have the palm kernel processing mills will be sited there, that a lot of the palm, like the areas that has the comparative advantage in palm oil, or that type of oil, something that they can process and have vegetable oil or ordinary oil. So it can be built there with the facilities to process them. So they will have facilities to process them and all these things. So remember, we are discussing about investing in the homeland, what the government and the people should do. And we are talking about business parks or business space this Christmas. The agenda for development. We might call this the agenda for development. What do you think? If you are watching this thing, if you are joining this video now, you can subscribe. You can comment. I am Kodili-nye. And what is your view? What is your view on development agenda, making the homeland an investment hub or investment destination or tourism destination? So we are talking about business park. So another thing they have to look into those creating of business park is tourism. Business park for tourism, like along the river bands of Onitsha, Greater Onitsha, to the other end, north and south. So some of this community, the government will partner with them to develop areas for sand beaches. This can be developed as some of the, like with swimming pools and the sand raised up. And those areas, the riverfront there, dredge like 20 or 40 feet deep. So to avoid being overrun during the flooding seasons. So those sand, very clear sand, should be used to create beaches. So a business park of 30 to 200 tourist Airbnbs and holiday leisure facilities like swimming pools and other things, amusement facilities should be provided. So these are business park for tourism. So for instance, if it's done in Onitsha, it will be it's like that area in Niger Drive where those sand dredgers are doing. The sand dredgers can be moved away from that area, and that area, the riverfront there, can be dredged to 40 feet deep, so that especially before the rainy season, every rainy season they dredge it. Like in February, they will dredge it 40 feet. So the sand that are brought out there will be used to create a beach, like a artificial beach, and amusement park and other things, and facilities provided, and swimming pools, like between 100 swimming pools done in that place. So this alone will generate employment and generate a lot of it will generate a lot of money, not only for the place, the city. It will also generate billions to the government. Let's use, for instance, that those entrance fee to get in there is around 2,000. So once you get in there with 2,000, you can swim in that place. So 2,000, and you have in the off-peak period, you are having like every weekend you're having between 200, 500 people. You do the mass. In the peak period, you have thousands visiting almost every day. So you do the mass. 2,000 naira just to enter, do the swimming, but other things you can spend money on them. So you do the mass, and you see that this is a money spinner. It is a money spinner. You can see that it is a money spinner. So you can do the mass. So we are talking about the business park. What is your view? I want to know your view about it. I want to know your view. So what is your view? So what is your view? Investing in the homeland is a win-win situation, because it will actually help to improve the homeland. I think it's about to rain. The rain is coming again. The rain is coming again. The rain. It's about to rain. The rain is coming. Suddenly the weather is changing. I don't know if you can see it, but the rain is coming down. It's coming. The rain is coming. So this will attract, investing in the homeland will attract more people to the homeland. It will attract businesses. It will actually literally force the people, the diasporans, to invest money and create business, secure business, genuine businesses or business spaces for them. So a lot of them will not be looking at where to invest. They will not be, falling into the hands of the wrong people. And they will have much confidence, because they know that this is established area for business. So they will be sure that investing on that place have government stroke, the local authorities and towns permission and approval. So it's a genuine area to invest. It's not like investing in an unknown area or in known stuff. So, and because of that, as they are bringing their money, jobs will be created, because a lot of people, builders, masons, and other people will start having jobs. A lot of things will start to come up. And a lot of people like creating that tourism park as well. It will actually get a lot of tourists into Alaigbo or Anambra State. So it will bring a lot of tourists into the state, because a lot of people will start coming to make use of those facilities. And remember, people are investing, and those villagers, some of them, we having shares in that business park. They will be having shares in that. So having shares in that, some of the rich ones will either build it as PPP or public partnership. So or like PFI, that's public finance initiative, that the British are using to build hospitals and build a lot of things, whereby the people bring their money, or companies bring their money, and those money are used for jump starting the economy, bringing some investment that the government would have taken government a long time to do. But with those money, those investments will just be done, and the money is being brought into the place or the society, and jobs and new skills are developed. So we are talking about making our homeland our investment destination, investment hub, development agenda for this Christmas for Alaigbo, Anambra State. What the people should do and what the government should do. I am Kodili-nye. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to subscribe. It's raining at the moment, but we'll continue to soldier on. We'll continue to march on. We'll continue to vlog. The rain is trying to stop us, but we are determined. We are determined. We are determined. So we are discussing about this, and your view will be much appreciated. So your view will be much appreciated. So development agenda, making the homeland a land of destination. A land of destination. Very, very important. So very, very important. So a land of that is very, very important. So your view also is required. The rain is trying to derail this our topic, but we will surely complete it. We'll surely complete it. So development agenda is very, very important. It's very, very important if we are to make our homeland a destination. If we are to make our homeland a destination, we should be discussing about this agenda. Remember, we are talking about establishing in 180 towns a new business spaces or business park that will be between 30 to 200. And in case of, if it's agricultural business park for those areas that have land, 1,000 business space for agricultural business park. So with necessary infrastructure provided and a timeline established for its provision, which will be very, very important for the running of these business parks. So it can be built like this, or it can be built very, very important for, in order to get the homeland a place. It's very, very important to make the homeland a livable and a prosperous as possible. Very important to get the homeland working. Very, very important to make the homeland working. So business parks should be advocated under this development agenda for this Christmas. Business park should be advocated. So, and this business park, remember, we are talking about 30 to 200. If we use the figure of 30, or even 10 times 180 villages, 180 or 180 villages, in each of them, 10 each, will give you 1,800 business parks or business spaces. So if you have one person on them, you have 1,800 new jobs. Remember, it might have between 2 to 10 people. If you have 10 on them, out of that 1,800. If you put 10 on them, you are talking about 100 and something, 180. 10 will be 118,000, 18,000, sorry. 18,000. Sorry. So you're having a figure of 18,000. If it's 10 each on them, will give you 18,000 employment opportunity. 18,000 created. This can be done within a year or less than a year. 18,000. So 18,000 new jobs. We are not even talking about the skills and the money that are and the infrastructure that will be developed. So you're having a situation of between 1,800 new jobs to 18,000, depending on the number used. If you use one each, you get 18,000. You get 1,800. But if you use 10, you get 18,000. So that's what we are discussing about. So that the agenda should be on economics, on investment, on improving the homeland to be a destination, not a departure launch. This Christmas, that our homeland should be a homeland for investment and a home for prosperity, a homeland for destination and investment, a homeland of destination and investment. I think that might be a better topic, a homeland of investment and a destination. Our homeland, turning our homeland into a destination of investment, a destination and investment, turning our homeland into a destination and an investment. So I am Kodili-nye. So I would love you to comment seriously on this. Because by commenting, you will help to get what we are talking to deepen it, to help to deepen it. So turning the homeland around is very, very important, especially in this Christmas time. The agenda should be turning it around, turning the homeland into a destination and a land of investment. So it's very important for us to think on that area, establishing business parks in 180 villages in Anambra State. Establishing business parks, very, very important, because with that it will actually help to bring more people and more infrastructure. It will help to bring more infrastructure. It's raining, that's why I run into this place to continue making this this vlog. It's raining, so I have to leave where I am. You can see it's raining. I have to run into this place, into this building, to continue making my this vlog, because this vlog I know is very important to you. We cannot terminate it halfway, so I have to run into this house so that I can continue. I am Kodili-nye. If you are joining this video now, we are discussing about agenda, economic agenda for this Christmas, considering that a lot of people are coming home at this time. So that's where we are discussing. I trying to brighten this thing because it seems that it's raining and the weather is turning to be a bit gloomy. So we are discussing about how we can change things. How can we change things? Stay tuned. So we are talking about. We are still talking about investment. We are talking about making our homeland investment hub, development agenda for this Christmas, as many people are returning to the homeland, returning to Anambra State, how we can change the narrative, making the land a livable and a prosperous homeland, and putting an agenda for turning the whole land into something that can be appreciated, that can attract more and more people and more investment. Agenda for Christmas, agenda for economic development, agenda for building more infrastructures. And we are discussing about the part one of this because it might be a very long distance. So to make it a little shorter, we are going to change it to be to a level that can be easy. I am Kodili-nye. From wherever you are watching from, we are talking about building, first of all, building business spaces or business parks. We are using 180 towns in Anambra State. So we talked about building between 30 to 200 business parks. In some cases, depending on the town, some towns that have more land for agriculture can also extend it to 1,000 or more agricultural business park or business spaces where a lot of new jobs and new infrastructure will be built or created. So this is very important because you cannot make a place a destination, a land of destination, without any hope, without creating the hope of finding a job. Our homeland can be a destination if the economics are right. If we do the little tinkering, we might not need much, but we need to be fast about it, urgent, and have a revolutionary mindset. As Governor Soludo said about that he will be the chief marketer of any product or any investor that try to come into the homeland. So there are a lot of millions of investors. Most of those people most of the people from the state or Alaigbo are potential investors because some of them has 100,000 naira to invest. Some have 10,000, some have 5,000 naira. Some have 1 million naira, some have 20 million, 2 million, 100 million, even 1 billion, 2 billion, 10 billion. So meaning that most of them are investors. They can invest those money. Some of those money that are being used for only consumption, for just celebrations. It can be invested in different towns. Supposing if you use a town like Nimo, if you use like a town like Nimo, Nimo has more than thousands of people in America and in many parts of the world. And a lot of them can actually invest 1 million naira. Around 10,000 of them can actually invest 1 million naira. So 10,000 of Nimo people investing each 1 million naira in the business park that may be established in Nimo. Maybe 30 business park or 200 in the case, depending on the figure. That business space, and each of between 1,000 to 10,000 Nimo people investing 1 million is a lot of money. And I'm telling you, once they invest in that place, what happens is that it will create a lot of job in Nimo. So suddenly Nimo become a destination. I'm just using Nimo in Njikoka. Some of you might not know Nimo. Nimo is in Njikoka local government of Anambra State. So if they invest 1 million each, there can be turned into their share of that area, of that business park. That profit or that will be gotten there, they will be sharing it. And the government also will have share, because the government, not only that they have helped the government to release the pressure of unemployment and the youth unemployment and a lot of things, and they will also help the government to provide vital infrastructure and also economy, increasing the revenue of the state. So the government is also winning. The government is also having benefit from it, and thereby, as the government is also having investment, because government will also invest some money in that place. If the people invest 1 million in that business park each, so the government can actually put some millions also. Like let's say that the government put 10 million in each of these facility. 10 million naira. 10 million naira in any of those business parks. The government will provide 10 million through the small business enterprise, the ASBA. So Anambra State Small Business Agency, AMSA. So if they can do that, what happens is that the government has actually helped to improve the economy. That within 6 months or 1 year, these facilities, a lot of these facilities will start working. And as they start working, the unemployment will go down. So, supposing that Nimo, okay, let's use another town. Let's say we use Abagana. Abagana provided a business park for educational spaces, educational business park, and office spaces for other production concerning education, where books for schools are provided, where some schools are built, boarding schools, and a lot of things, and other things concerning education, places that are for something like education or creating knowledge, like ICTs, business park for ICTs, research and all those things. A lot of in Abagana. Let's say Abagana have 200 space for it. And most of Abagana people are investing on that. So they have the schools that are built there. Those schools, like vocational schools that are built in those business park. So those vocational schools, their products, they will be producing certain things. And that's ICT hub that will be also provided there. Maybe the space for ICT might be 200. So that's ICT area for data processing and all those things. That place will be a hub for a lot of things concerning data. So people will get in there and they have the facilities, they have the computers that will be provided there, and a lot of other things in a space that is very nice. So people are coming in there. The spaces are eventually paid for. And the businesses, the government and the people, the town, those that are invested, or the town itself is having a lot of resources, a lot of revenue from it. So this is what we are talking about. Think about if this thing happened in Abagana. Suddenly, that 200 or 30 to 200 business space or business park suddenly create a lot of jobs in Abagana. And a lot of new jobs and skills transferred into Abagana. So meaning that people are going to be going into Abagana. Some of the people from Abagana will decide to relocate to Abagana. They will live into Abagana. And Abagana is almost part of Oka Capital Territory. And suddenly, businesses are moving in that place. And things start to change. Opportunities, skills, new skills. People start spending. A lot of things, products, new products are being provided. Suddenly, that ICT in Abagana might suddenly blossom that they will have a contract with maybe a company in Europe or in America where they provide data solutions or call center services for a company in America, in UK, Germany, or in India, or Saudi Arabia, or any of the countries, or even in Nigeria, providing data solution to the government. So now Abagana suddenly transformed. So suddenly Abagana in Njikoka local government headquarters of Anambra State completely transformed. So think about that. So that's what we are discussing about, creating business parks. Business park. Let it be agenda for this Christmas. Let the governor start now. I know that maybe they have not planned for this, but as they watch, if Governor Soludo, if you watch these things, you can suddenly gather something that you gather the people from these villages and into a discussion. This is one of the quickest ways to bring investment, to make the homeland a livable place. So we're also discussing about maybe Umueri. So a health business park established there, and with the airport there also. So that health business park will have a space for health facilities for between 30 to 200. So that health park, the people in that Umueri is in Anambra East, local government of Anambra State. And Umueri is the home of Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport. So if Umueri, as part of the investment there is the people there, or in partnership with Anambra State government, create 30 to 200 business space for health park. So health park, that spaces will be provided for specialist health solutions. So where the people of that area, or the people of Anambra State and the government, will start to put facilities, specialist facilities there. A lot of medical specialist facilities that will be provided. Or the people are putting something like, they are putting like their own money, seed money as a share. Between 500,000, 1 million naira. Think about what this thing will happen that will transform Umueri and transform Anambra State and Alaigbo. So this is agenda that we should be talking about. The agenda for this Christmas. Let it be agenda for making our homeland, the Alaigbo, Anambra State, Nigeria, as a land of destination, a land that for investment, a land of investment. So because with this thing, basically the whole place is transformed. So I don't know your own view. I am saying Kodili-nye. If you are watching this or joining this video, what is your thought about this? What is your thought about this? What is your thought about this? So it can be done. It can be done. Supposing a place like Oba, a place is spaces are provided for that will be called Cubana Arena or Cubana Business Park, where all sorts of businesses dealing in tourism will be established, where Cubana, being from Oba, will invest in that area, where entertainment hubs and a lot of things will be established, like 200, so many different entertainments that will be built in that place. So that one alone will be creating something like thousands of jobs, and it will draw many people into Anambra State. It will surely draw people into Anambra State. Think about that. So we are discussing about Obi Cubana building entertainment park in Oba or hub as part of this what we are discussing. So think about that. With Obi Cubana doing that, it will actually bring a lot of people into Oba. So it will make Oba a destination, or Anambra State a destination, not a departure lounge anymore. So think about that. He will use his connection with other people to get 200 business spaces there for leisure, for entertainment, for a lot of things. So this is a win-win situation for the state if we can take advantage of this. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Very, very important. So I am Kodili-nye. Let us think on. So I am Kodili-nye. I don't know your thought over that. I don't know your thought, but your opinion will be much appreciated. Your opinion will be much appreciated. So I think Oba is in Idemili South local government of Anambra State. Think about that if Obi Cubana become the driving force to do a business park for leisure. For leisure. So think about what will happen there. Think about the whole land space, how it will be completely transformed. Think about that. Think about that. So it's very, very important to think on that, because our homeland must be a destination. I am Kodili-nye. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to subscribe to this channel. And may the good Lord continue to bless you all. Thank you for subscribe. Our homeland must be a land of destination, must be a land of opportunity, must be a land to behold, a land for investment, a livable and a prosperous homeland. That's what we are discussing. That's what our passion. My passion is for our homeland to be something